Today we're going to learn what a permutation is and how to do it on your calculator. And then we're going to do a couple problems, and then that's it for today. On Monday we'll do some word problems with permutations. Okay? So a permutation is like we did yesterday. Remember I stuck all the books on the table, the 9 books, and I said how many ways can you put these 9 books on a shelf? And it was 362,880 ways. That is because order mattered. When order matters, it's a permutation. So, if it's a different order on the shelf, if I put the geometry book first and the algebra book second, that is one way of putting them on the shelf. If I put the algebra book one first and the geometry second, that's another way. So every way gets counted, even though you're dealing with the same 9 books. Okay? Monday, we're going to learn about combinations, and the combination order doesn't matter. So this is a hard thing for some kids, deciding if it's a permutation or a combination. Let me give you some examples of a permutation. Books ordered on a shelf, people sitting in different seats. Like if you have 6 seats and 6 people, how many ways can you put those people together? Well, we all know we have assemblies, and there's certain people who shouldn't sit next to each other. That is a permutation, because the order in which those kids are sitting will have a very good bearing on how they behave in the assembly. We all know who we're talking about, right? So that's a permutation. If I were to come in this room, let's say all the high schools in my room, and I need 3 people to go to my car and get something out of my trunk, then if I pick you 2 and another kid and Joe, it doesn't matter what order I pick you in, you still get to go to my car. But if I say the first person I pick is going to my car, the second person I pick has to go get something out from the media center, and the third person I pick has to go to the lunchroom and get something. That means that if I pick you first, you're going to my car, but if I pick you third, you're going to the lunchroom, which means order does matter, how I pick you. Got it? So every problem has like little idiosyncrasies with that, and we'll be doing that together on Monday. We'll do a couple, and then you're going to do them on your own to see if they're permutations or combinations. So a combination, I need 3 people to serve on a committee. I can pick you first, second, or third. Doesn't matter. You'll still be on the committee. Of the 3 people I'm picking for the committee, the first guy's going to be president, the second guy's going to be vice president, the third guy's going to be treasurer. That's a permutation because order would matter. Okay? So you just have to see, if I pick you, Krug, and Will, or Will and Krug, does it make a difference? If it makes a difference, it's a permutation. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do on the worksheet is we're going to find how many different ways the letters of a word can be rearranged. So let's look at this word, algebra. And this is a pretty good word, but there's an issue with this word. Does anybody see what the issue is going to be?
There's 2 A's.
There are 2 A's, and we have to deal with that. Because if I were to switch those 2 A's right now, you wouldn't even know I did it, because they're the same letter. So you have to account for duplicates, okay? And you're going to find how many permutations these letters have, but then you have to account for the duplicates and back those out. So what you're going to do is number of letters exclamation go on top, and duplicate exclamation goes on the bottom. Okay? So the number of letters in algebra is 7, so it's 7 exclamation, and there are 2 A's, so it's 2 exclamation. And you put that in your calculator. So there are 2,520 ways to rearrange those letters, taking into consideration the double A, okay? Because if you have that first A or the last A, if you switch them, it's still the same word, even if it's a nonsensical word. We're not looking for sensical words, just not any word, any arrangement of the letters. Now let's do this one. This is a classic. Okay? Mississippi has 11 letters, so that's what goes on top, 11 exclamation. And it has a lot of duplicates, but you're going to take each duplicate separately. There are 4 I's, so you're going to put a 4 exclamation downstairs. There are 4 S's, you're going to put a 4 exclamation downstairs. And there are 2 P's, you're going to put a 2 exclamation. Don't do it all at once, you do them individually when you have duplicates that are more than one duplicate, okay?
So like basically put them all in parentheses?
Yes, so what you can do is do this, 11 exclamation divided by that mess, and you will get your answer. So there's 34,650 ways to put Mississippi in order. Now, if there were no repeats, what is 11 exclamation? Just 11 exclamation all by itself. What is that? 800? So 39 million ways to arrange 11 letters, but look at how many duplicates there are because of all the duplicate letters, okay? It's a very classic duplicate letter words. That's why I use it every year, okay? So you're going to look for duplicates and back them out and make sure you put them in the same parenthesis. If you put them in separate parentheses, that second 4 and the 2 went upstairs and actually multiplied because it didn't know it was divided, okay? That's very easy to put in your calculator. You just put 7 exclamation divided by 4 exclamation. Or you can look at it like this. 7 exclamation is 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 exclamation is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. They bite the dust, so if you just multiplied 7 times 6 times 5, you'll get the same answer than if you did that on the calculator. What did you guys get? 210. And that is 30 times 7, which is 210. 6 times 5 is 30, times 7 is 210. So either way, the calculator does it for you, so there's no sense. Then there's this kind of problem is, let's say we have P 6, 2 over P 3, 1, okay? And I'll show you how to do this on the calculator. The first thing you do is type in the first number, which is a 6. Then you hit Math, PRB, or PROB on some calculators, and then you do NPR, and then the second number. Everybody see what I did? And go ahead and give me that number, 6, 2. 30? And then you're going to do the same thing. You can hit second enter, bring that C, the 6 NPR2 back on your screen. And then you're going to replace the 6 with a 3 and the 2 with a 1, so you don't have to rekey all those keystrokes. So it's going to be 3 NPR 1, which should be 3. So the answer to that should be 10, 30 divided by 3. What this means, P62, let's just look at P62, not the 3-1, but it means the same. You're going to have 6 things that you've got to pick 2 from. So let's say I have 6 kids in this room, okay, and I want to pick 2 of you to go do something where order matters, meaning the first guy's going to do one thing, the second guy's going to do something else. There are 30 ways to pick kids where order matters, okay? You understand that? Now we're just dividing it by another number, which we're going to have a lot of division when we do probabilities and all kinds of stuff. So you need to know how to divide, how to multiply, how to do a bunch of this stuff with these.